Welcome everyone to another episode of The Bright Side, a bonus episode, if you will, here as of recording of this Friday, the 21st of June. Longest day was yesterday, and I am creeping through the underbelly of Penzance because I'm on my way up to West Cornwall Hospital, because there has been some developments with the construction of the new outpatients department. So let's go check it out. Made it up to West Cornwall Hospital, and quite the development. Got all the steel girders now, they're going vertical, which is fantastic. And you can see it's going to be quite a sizable building. You've got the McSalvers crane, which has been lowering all of these girders into place. It's been like this for about a week. They started to go vertical about a week ago. So again, as of recording of this, 21st of June, and it's been about 7 days, maybe 10 days, they started to go vertical after finally doing all the groundwork, which does take all the time, the foundations, etc. That'll always take more time. You can see the main hospital back there. And then what I really like, so you can see the stairs, which I think is awesome. Just big pre-made cement, well, concrete stairs, whatever. And they're just presumably delivered and lowered into place, because everything now is, when I say flat pack, you know what I mean. Yeah, quite the development. I'm gonna walk around that way a minute, around the side, get a better view over there. And all these construction walls basically are pointing you as a pedestrian. If you're walking into the hospital, if you've got an appointment, blah blah blah, everything is still there functioning in the hospital. You just walk around all the construction site. I'll show you that in a minute. And yeah, so like I said, West Cornwall fully operational. Here we are around the side again, the main building here, which is about 30 years old, and this is a good investment. It's good to see some money put into West Cornwall Hospital. The last major overhaul it had was the what's now called the Penley unit. It used to be called the treatment centre, basically where endoscopy is, and there's all sorts of clinics and stuff like day clinics and whatnot. That probably about a decade ago maybe that was built. Prior to that, the last major overhaul again was the medical block, which provided lots of beds for the medical wards, which is really good. The state there, obviously keep out. See, this is still like accessible, probably more to staff, but I'm just going to point the camera in here so you can get a good view from this angle. Again, those steps going up. Nice. Like I said, it's good to see some investment. I expect this probably cost $1 million or $2 million. So it's good to see in the hospital here in Penzance. Hello, kitty. You stay safe. You stay safe. It's all busy here, baby. It's all busy. Again, just another angle here. Again, we'll go up to the fence line. You can really see those foundations that took quite a long time to prepare. But again, with all these sorts of builds, once the foundations are all done, they do go up pretty quick this day and age. Again, look at the size of that crane. Probably not the biggest in the world, definitely not the biggest in the world, but quite a big one here from McSalvers, who I assume are contracted to do the heavy lifting. Look at the size of that thing. Look at it, like. It's amazing the way it's like put out on those like beams. Look at those wheels like off the amazing. Here we got like a bird's eye angle. So that's the main entrance as it exists now. And I believe what you would do to access this building when it's done is you would take a hard left and go down there into what will be the new outpatient department here. Probably will take away some of the car park, which to be honest There weren't many spaces anyway. In fact, it's probably going to be easier to park down in St Urban's car park. And here's a artist's rendition of what it will look like. A little bit block-like, but I suppose at the end of the day, it's built for functionality as opposed to looks. Oh, pigeon there. Nice touch. She looks familiar. Who's this? Looks like Shellbell. Yeah, you can't see much from this angle. All the construction walls are taking away like your sort of view in there. But the main entrance there is all still functioning, and there's some drop-off zones and stuff for cars. So nice. Yeah, like I said, good to see some investment there in West Cornwall Hospital. So fear not, community. There's always rumours swirling around that West Cornwall will be downsized, got rid of, you know, blah blah blah. But I think that investment there, which is going to be quite significant, proves the fact that it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Still no word on Fountain Court. Still condemned, permanently closed due to issues, I think, with its construction all those years ago. I think back in the 1960s. Sorry about the wind on the audio. So they've been there a little while, but definitely not fit for purpose anymore. But I haven't heard. I did have a very quick look online today. I didn't see quickly whether there's any sort of date scheduled for the demolition of this site, but it is set to be replaced with, quote, affordable apartments, unquote. We'll see how that turns out, because, you know, affordable, that's a bit of a joke, isn't it, really? Yes, look at this. Mickey D's like a hat trick. Oh my goodness. Always like this building here, obviously that old building, but I do think that picture's quite funny of that boy having his hair cut. He doesn't want any of that, does he? Get off me, he's saying. Still going, this building at the top of Causeway Head. Still under construction. All the scaffolding and scrim is still up. Although there's a little bit of change here. They've made a bit of progress there on that like front side. Or maybe it's the back side, I don't know. Whichever way around it will be. Some people are pro this building, some people are definitely not. It is, I don't really know what it's going to be. I don't know what it is. Lots of people didn't want it because it's going to be out of place, it's going to look hideous, took up valuable realty in terms of like car parking space here in the town. But other people wanted it. Watch this space, I suppose, because, I don't know. I always quite like this little sign here. It says, welcome to Causeway Head, with some nice artwork here. Sort of oldie-worldy, if you'll put it that way, like the old market and all that sort of stuff. And people think, oh, how lovely. And then they see this. So as of the recording of this, it is actually the start of the Gallowham Festival. We'll see what we can see in town with like some flags and stuff and some bits and pieces, see what's going on. But we don't normally focus on like the first part of Gallowham. We tend to do like Maisie Day. We'd be like videoing forever and whatnot. So we tend to skip out on the early part of Gallowham. But we'll definitely be putting some content up for Maisie Day, Key Day, and we'll try and get the fireworks on Friday night. Just here looking at what presumably will be the front of the building that's going up. I don't know, who knows what it is, some sort of like art hub. I've no idea. There's some sort of like white elephant, waste of money. I think a lot of people think it's a waste of money. I kind of sit on the camp of, well, I'd rather it was a car park, but I don't know, progress. I don't think Shelley can resist the cakes and stuff that they do here in Loafs. I like that. That's quite funny. Are you resisting?
Well, I don't know, I might come back.
Okay, well this looks like it's barred off. There is a car coming towards us. Don't exactly know what's going on, but anyway, all the let's cross the road here. All of the scaffolding and scrim is now starting to come down off of Market House. So you can start to see the dome up there again. Been covered for a very long time, so it'll be good to see this iconic building, I suppose, returned to us. You know what I mean? Good to see. Right, I'm gonna cross the road, and head down that way. I don't understand what's going on because like the road is closed, but it's like cars and like vans and stuff everywhere or driving around. Who knows? So all the scaffolding and scrim is still up on this side. This is the pillared half of Market House if you're unfamiliar with the building. But it's good to see on the other side that some of that scaffolding and whatnot is starting to come down, because that'd be great. So they must be pretty much done with the work here on Market House. But a building I have featured a couple of times in my little walkabouts is this one, the old post office. All the scaffolding and scrim is down from there, still under sort of construction inside, or reconstruction, rebuilding, whatever. It's being turned, as I understand it, into flats, apartments, whatever. But yeah, former site of the main post office here in Penzance. It's finally been revealed. Just at the back of the post office here, it's still being worked on with this like extended area, this extension coming out from the rear of the old post office. Oh yeah, a big crane. Yeah, so quite a lot of work going on around the back still, but it's good to see the front facade all cleared away from, with all the scaffolding and scrim all gone. For a long time in Penzance, it looked like nearly every building was under scaffolding and scrim. It looked ridiculous. I like this. I've always liked this, like, it's not a mural, but
You like the old thing?
I like these old like engravings and photos and stuff. Like the original Market House before it was like rounded away at the back. And that's the original Market House that I think was built in 1610 when Penzance got its town charter, demolished in the 1830s. So it was there for, a couple hundred years, whatever. Yeah, I always wonder what they're talking about. And we're just going to walk down Chapel Street. Do you feel like having a pasty?
Can do.
Yes. Again, if you know anything about the former Ganges restaurant, do let me know in the comments. Absolute mess. I mean, I just think this needs to be forced purchased. And I know money is a thing, but I mean, this building is just going to rack and ruin. You cannot afford to lose this beautiful building in Penzance. I really do think this needs to be taken out of the hands of the current owners. Like I said, force purchase it, because it is an absolute mess, and like we can't lose this building. I don't know. What do you guys think? Just on top of the Bembo there, the Admiral Bembo. If you know, you know. It's got its little piratey man on top. Very cool. Again, when you stop and look at Chapel Street, it is a beautiful street. Could do a little bit of a paint there and whatnot, but it is when you just stop, don't you think? When you stop and look up,
It's definitely a time capsule of a street. Like, it's got all sorts of different buildings in it from all sorts of different eras.
yeah.
And it's definitely worth walking through if you're in Penzance.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's like it was like the original main street of Penzance, wasn't it? So it's definitely worth coming to if you don't live here. If you're visiting Penzance, definitely check out Chapel Street. Just passing by St Mary's Church. I did do a full vlog of St Mary's Church. If you want to see that video, I'll leave a link in the description. At the back side of like this, which is all scheduled to be demolished as a part of the redevelopment of St Anthony Gardens, I believe. All going to be all posh. What do you think? All posh, like apartments, something like that. Just looking at that little door there, it's kind of caught my eye just there by the Sea Palace. What could that be used for? Maybe like unload, like I don't know. Maybe a cellar door, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of stood out. A bit weird. Right, you all know where I'm heading to. Again, just to document the Waterside Meadery. As far as I understand it, it is definitely going to be demolished next year. So if you want your tasty fried chicken, you've got a few more months, and then this will be erased, which is a bit of a shame. If you know any more information, then let me know in the comments, Because also I've heard that this actually now, instead of being demolished, this now is being, this bit's being retained and just like spruced up. So I don't understand that the plans seem to be changing quite a bit for this harbour development, but as for the Waterside, I do think that is slated to go. What a shame. Delicious food. Yeah, like the left-hand side of these sheds have been rather skeletal now for quite a while. This was all stripped back ages and ages ago. I assumed it was to sort of initiate the demolition stage, but it's still here. So I don't know what's going on. Again, as I understand it now, all this is now being retained. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. If you know any more information about what's happening here, let me know in the comments. Okay, Shelley couldn't resist. She's returned to Loafs and she's going to buy some treat products. And we were going to get a pasty from the butchers, but we're just going to get a pasty from Loafs. They're not bad pasties, so we'll get one from Loafs. Wow, they look great.
If you've got all like in the bands nowadays, you know, so much modern kit. You can have a shower, you can have hot water, it's no different. It's like a studio set basically.
Premium steak, alright, nice. Alright, quite busy in there. Pasty here from, I've had a couple from Lowe's before, they've been okay, sort of, you know, good solid middle of the road pasty. But this is their premium steak, and look at that. Look at that is just,
It's lovely looking.
it's a lovely, yeah. That's really nice. What's that like little, let's get that bit there.
Got that one.
Mmm.
Burn that you like. Nice robust pastry.
I say it's very nice, isn't it? And they had other types of pasties, didn't they? Obviously traditional. So I'm talking about my mouthful.
They have flaky pastry, they
Flaky,
have like beef and Stilton, cheese.
Yeah, they're
I
cheese.
want to say cheese at pasty.
Mm,
It was quite busy in there,
it was.
but we bought treats as well,
Mm,
which is really good.
all right. Highly recommend a Loafs pasty.
Good.
Good. I might have to divide my pastiness now, like between butchers.
Oh, your pasty loyalty's been tested.
Pasty loyalty, I don't know about pasty loyalty, but these are certainly very good that you would like throw in the mix every now and again, wouldn't they? Mm. Nicely seasoned. I do like this a lot. Mm.
Good chunks of meat.
I was going to say good chunks of meat in there. And this was like premium steak, wasn't it? It was, yeah. Oh, that's hot. That was really nice. I like that.
We might need some plates for this next bit.
Plates.
Yeah.
Mm. So we picked up, what did we pick up? You picked up one of those cubes
I had a
that they're quite
cube
famous
of-
for.
A cube of doom.
A cube of doom. Sounds like an Indiana Jones title. Indiana Jones and the Cube of Doom. Is this like open or do we?
No,
what do we do?
I'll figure it out. It's fine. And
Okay,
then
you figure that out.
We've also got
Oh yeah,
like an apple crumble filled
like croissant there. There's look at, yeah. So we'll figure out how to get these confectionery goods out of the box. Suppose we could just tear the box maybe. You ought to do it just in case. It is very nice. It's well presented. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that pasty was really good. Premium steak, I'll remember that. So I have had a few pasties from here before, but it's probably one of the better ones I've had.
So this is your cube of doom. And then on the inside, it's filled with gooey deliciousness.
Mm-hmm. And there's like a Snicker bar on top, innit?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Snicker bars used to be called marathons?
No, I'm not as old as you.
You don't remember marathon bars? They've always just been Snickers.
They may well have been a marathon at some point in my life, but I only remember them as Snickers. Yeah, I'm going to need a plate for that.
A plate. Okay, I'll be back.
What do I do now? Just sing or something?
Oh, I'm back. Good job the kitchen's just there. What about opal fruits?
I remember
Opal fruits, yeah. They're now Starburst, aren't they? Yeah, we'll get back when the messy bit's done. Yeah, I think maybe a sharper knife would have been better, but you did that well. But look at all that gooey richness inside. Oh, yes. So we're going to cut these in half, aren't we? I'm going to have half of that one, you're going to have half, and then we'll split the other one in half. How is it? Is it good?
Very good.
Yeah, definitely a paper towel is required for handage, like hand cleanage. Just up the cream in the middle.
Like a caramel creme pat, I'd say.
Mmm. Yeah.
Hear me sounding like I know what I'm talking about.
You do?
I just like pastry.
Oh, wow, a big thumbs up on this one. Nice. Right, chopping this one. Is this a bit easier to chop in half, this one?
Yeah.
The other one
Still-
was a bit of a challenge, wasn't it?
But also still not the best use of knives in the fact that we didn't...
We just got like an ordinary like table knife, didn't we? All right, nice. Let's give this a go. An apple crumble thing.
Apple crumble croissant.
Nice. Yeah, there's like custard inside, isn't it?
I mean, this has got apple on it, so it counts as one every 5 a day, right?
5 a day, definitely. Yeah, definitely a 5 a day thing. And difficult to compare to the other one.
Very
Because they're
different.
very, very different, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. Shall we, like... Oh, I'm sorry. Should we end the video now? Because, you know, let's just enjoy this. Highly recommend Loafs. Alright. I think we're going to leave the video there. It's good to see all the changes in Penzance. Some of them, I think people are liking. Some people are not. I think the Meadery is going to be a loss. Definitely a loss.
Huge loss to Penzance.
Huge loss to Penzance. Let's just hope that the business is like, you know, it relocates or whatever. But I do hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to do all the usual YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, smash the bell. Check us out on all of our socials at The Bright Side. So from us to you, cheers and gone. What?
You're going to drop some.
Oh no!
Shove it in, shove it in, shove it in.